Okay, we're here with Paolo, okay, the CEO of Kinematix. So, what's about the devices and which has been your starting point?
We started in 2007, always exploring information from movement, but at the time as medical devices. We developed three amazing products, but we found quite difficult to introduce new products in the medical arena. So a lot of rules, a lot of protection of the players in the market, and the need of a huge amount of money to succeed there in promoting and so on. So as we could reduce dramatically the cost of our technology, what we have done is to change the area and moving to this arena of wearables, exploring the previous knowledge of extracting information from movement with precision and so on, but now doing devices that can be affordable by each one of us. So we jump from devices that were costing 1,000, 2,000 euros to a device that will cost 200 euros. So it is a big jump. It was only possible because of the lot of development and quality of R&D development that we have done internally, that allow us to make this more democratic, this knowledge and this technology, and at the same time without sacrificing the quality of the data.
Which has been the investment to make this kind of product? Time and money.
So we raised until now 6 million euros. 6 million euros.
Wow!
6 million euros, and we are going to raise more in the future. So developing a hardware or a device, like the word says, is hard. It's very complex. We have a very complex supply chain. To do it in an amazing consumer product, it is necessary to deal with a lot of complexity, and in fact this needs some amount of money that is important. But nevertheless, is much less than for the medical devices range.
Which is the placement on the market for this product? Is it for professionals, doctors, scientific research?
No, in fact, this comes from the need of recreation runners. So running is a sport that we put a foot in front of the other, and we don't care about the form or the technique. Like in other sports. In other sports, if you are starting to play tennis, they teach you immediately the technique, and only after you are going to play. And these recreation runners, people from my age that needs to exercise, they run, but they don't run well, and they don't have time to go to a coach. They don't have time to learn properly. So this is exactly a tool to them, to teach them, to guide them, to get a better technique, so they can run well or better, and avoiding injuries, because as they don't run well, often they get a problem in a knee or in an ankle, and this is a quite convenient tool to help them to run better on the time and on the schedule that they have. What it is quite good.
Honestly, from my point of view, I've been in touch with other companies that they have developed similar products, but really more expensive and on mobile carpets. What I think about this device is it is very useful because it's extremely portable.
Yeah, so
easy to use.
Easy to use, and an amazing thing is quite interesting to see that almost the running technologies that you see in the market, they are based on other body parts. So we are monitoring inside of the shoe. So you can see inside of the shoe. So this is the insole. So it's flexible, simple, doesn't affect the biomechanics of the shoe, and neither the experience of the runner with the shoe. If you buy an expensive shoes, you want to get what you paid for. So this goes behind or underneath the insole of the shoe. Is quite easy to be placed. Is waterproof. You can wash it under the tap water, and we monitor both feet simultaneously.
Simply to let better understand, but inside the sole Are there pressure sensors?
Yes, they are.
How many sensors?
Four.
Four pressure sensors.
Four pressure sensors. So we are monitoring. We are using pressure, but what we are providing is not the pressure, but the time under pressure. So we are getting parameters that are used by any coach everywhere, but using what we are using, taping some steps.
So fundamentally,
and we are now providing all the steps from the computer.
Fundamentally, it's possible to calculate the alignment of the foot and not the pressure on the ground, right?
What we are monitoring is the ground contact time and the heel contact time. So the time that the runner has the foot on the ground and the behavior of the foot on the ground based on that time. And based on that, it's quite easy to know for us. For example, I will show you. So this is our dashboard and our app, and we are first detecting the symmetry. What it is really important, because sometimes the runner runs well with one leg but not so well with the other leg, and what is normal because one is stronger than the other. So if they exercise the other leg well, they can be much better balanced, and we can detect difference like this. So this is a case. This is the heel contact time. That is the most important parameter to assess the technique of the runner, and only us are monitoring this on the natural environment. And you can see exactly that this runner in particular is much faster with the left on the ground than with the right. For sure, because the right, the muscles are not so elastic. So if we provide the right exercises, the muscles can become more elastic, and this difference will disappear. You will run better, and you will reduce the risk of getting injured.
Which kind of feedback are you receiving from the market, and especially from the medical market, for this kind of devices?
The feedback until now, and we start testing with this device since January. So the first final prototypes or beta versions are circulating around the world with several kinds of stakeholders: recreational runners, professional coaches, and the feedback that we are receiving is quite amazing. It's so amazing that the app that we start has already evolved like it was in the market, because people are seeing a lot of value on this and asking us more features, and it is what we are doing. The other thing that we are receiving a great feedback and that we are testing is that based on the customized on the particular information, running information from a runner, we are providing a customized training plan. So exactly for the problem of that guy, every 4 weeks they receive a set of exercises that if they perform them, they will improve, and this can be checked by themselves. Also because you can get also
the placement of the mat or something.
Yes.
No, honestly, I make it you all this question because I love to have sport, and I love to buy. Usually, I buy Googles for this kind of application. But honestly, from my point of view, they look more as lovely toys than scientific tools.
Yeah.
If I can use this word. And so I think that your devices has just a little bit different, very scientifically approach to this kind of measurements for athletes with the portable devices, but furthermore it's really cheapest compared to something extremely professional on the market.
One of the things that we talk internally a lot is we don't talk about big data, we talk about relevant data. What counts is what are the meaningful data that we can use to solve a problem. Of course, our background in the medical devices arena for 7 years put in our ADN a part that is to get really reliable data, valid data, and we use scientists. So this is also there is already a master thesis done with this device. by a student that approaches and say, can I use your device to my master works? And of course we accept that. So and we still having this very strong scientific background behind us, and that we try to apply in everything that we do. But as you said, you picked the right point. Doing this, a lot of companies can do it at a very low price. Very few in the world can do it, and this is our best protection: is providing the best value that you can get, because you are going to get a great tool, and you are not to spend all your money on it.
Paolo, thanks for your time and consideration. Just the last shot on your product. Tunei or tune?
Yeah.
Which is the right pronunciation? Tune?
Tune.
Tune, right, in English way. Okay. Thank you, Paolo.